this one was the one. This one breaks my heart. This is a young truck driver. He's a Spanish kid. He's from Texas. He was driving through Colorado. His brakes went out on his truck, and you see him flying down a hill. Apparently, he missed the turnoff. I don't think he was 1,000% sure he lost brakes, but he lost them when there wasn't a runaway ramp. So if you've been driving on the freeway, on the side of the freeway, you'll see these long stretches of like loose gravel to the right of you. Those are for trucks that lose their brakes. If you ever seen a truck that'll swerve off, it kind of like gets them stuck into the soft dirt because they lost their brakes and they can't stop. Big trucks, when they have a full load, sometimes you have to run red lights. I know a lot of people go, oh, why do trucks do that? Well, because they can't stop. The truck is so heavy that when they slam on the brakes, all the weight is going to keep on pushing them. So this young man was driving his truck. His brakes were bad, but I'm not really sure how bad they were, and I'm not really sure how aware he was. And I don't even know how they could prove any of this. The idea that he was proven guilty for negligence, I don't see how. I've seen worse accidents. Those runoffs are made for this situation, especially on hills. Sometimes you just lose air, and that's how brakes work in a truck. So if you don't know how the brakes work in a truck, the air pressure, sometimes you see the tire sticking and bouncing. There's so many things that can go wrong. So I just don't understand how they can blame this kid for this problem. He swerved out of the way of a bunch of cars and crashed into a bunch of parked cars that were sitting up ahead on the road that were, I guess, being blocked by some other accident or traffic. There's videos of him flying past cars. Like I said, he didn't do it on purpose, but you can see him definitely swerving and moving out of the way, trying to figure out what to do. And he was sentenced today. A Colorado judge on Monday reluctantly sentenced a Texas truck driver to 110 years in prison following his conviction for vehicular homicide, where his semi-trailer crashed into stopped traffic and killed 4 motorists along a mountain interstate. Prosecutors argued at trial that Aguilera Mendoza knew his brakes were failing, but drove past at least one runaway ramp as his truck descended the mountain along Interstate 70 west of Denver. He then recklessly weaved in and out of traffic with his trailer, which was hauling lumber, and it crashed into stopped traffic, burst into flames, triggering a 28-car pileup that killed 4 people and injured 6. Aguilera told investigators his brakes failed and he tried avoiding hitting other vehicles after losing control. It's sad, but it's an accident. I don't see how giving this kid 110 years justifies anything. This doesn't help. This doesn't bring back people that were lost, and accidents are an accident. 110 years? What is that supposed to do? And how I can't tell you how to grieve. I don't understand what does